some races that are coming up. The first one is Street League Vegas. And this is, what is Street League? I'm not sure I've heard about this.
So Street League is, hit up that link, that third link, that Facebook link, maybe.
Okay.
And maybe that's a little more clear there. So Street League is basically where they made these practice rigs and also these like 7-inch rigs. And basically they're meant to emulate the weight and shape and size of a DRL Racer 4. So essentially, without cloning the Racer 4, they've got that setup. So you've got and I guess if you click that's actually it right there. I've also got it in the show notes. But if you click that Street League rulebook, I've got that in the show notes too for anybody. But this gives you an idea of what the spec actually looks like. So here's your choices of motors and batteries and propellers. So what you can have, on the quad.
Yeah. So basically, it's DRL style racing for people who aren't. Oh, sorry, wrong scene. DRL style racing for people who aren't DRL pilots, or for people who are DRL pilots. Some DRL pilots also participate in Street League because they like racing the same quads and they have a good experience. There you go.
So one of the things we're talking about here, Street League Vegas, where some of the DRL pros will be there. And that first imager link there has a list of those people. But Amari, Gab, Vanover, Sky, Nub, and Manny himself will all be there, including some other folks. If you wanted to race against some people who are professionals at this kind of stuff.
And show them how fast you are compared to them.
Yeah.
Apparently Imager is taking a shit right now, so I can't show that. But
well, that's not great. Okay.
Yeah, so F you, Imager.
All right.
Here we go. There we go. So that's coming up. That is, and $500 first prize, $300 second prize, and $200 third prize. So, I mean, there's even some cash on the line if you can make it out to Vegas. But, of course, we all do it for the love of the game.
Yeah, we've got links also to their Discord in there. If you want to know more about it, you can hop in the Discord or hop on the Facebook, and they'll let you know what's going on.
What's the date? For this race? I don't see it in the show notes.
That is on, sorry, I didn't pull that. That is on the page on events. Give me a second.
I just thought it would be nice to call it out for people who are like, oh, I might go to Vegas and race.
Yep, I just forgot to list it.
Yeah, it's okay. When is it?
January 7th, 2022.
Okay, so you have a little bit of time to go build a quad if you don't have one.
Yes.
All right.
That'll be in Vegas. So, cool.
All righty. The next one up is the good old We Bleed Whoop series, which we talked about in the past when you were competing on it. The We Bleed Whoop series is a Velocidrone-based Tiny Whoop racing series. And I think you're going to have a lot harder time winning because this year, the very first qualifier, if you will, is happening, where people grind tracks and try and get the best time. And there's a huge number of entries.
Yeah, it's exciting. We're halfway through it. And the first track is 143. We got 125 and 108 across the 3 tracks so far. So at least 108 people have set qualifying times across all 3. If you go to that second link in the notes there, we've got the current leaderboard lineup, so you can check that out. This says updated 12/12, but it was actually pulled this morning. So this is fairly current where everybody's at. The top 14 will be the captains, and then the top 70 will qualify.
Are you competing this time, Blunty?
Yeah, I'm in 16th there. I'm trying.
Oh, that's mighty respectable, Blunty. Come on. I mean, but you were
happy with it, but yeah,
you were a lot higher than 16 last time.
Yes.
So it looks like you got some competition.
I qualified around that place, but we ended up getting second as a team.
Yeah.
But I was trying to get in the captain's spot. But I don't know if that's going to happen. We've had a couple more fast people qualify.
And I am sponsoring this, actually. I signed up to sponsor. I had such a good impression of it. I wanted to be a part of it. And that's my excuse for why I am not on the leaderboard.
I think some of the other sponsors are on there, but that is okay that you want to keep.
Yeah, no, I felt like it would be a conflict of interest.
Fair enough.
And not be. I should try. I mean, these guys are grinding all month, so I mean, I'm not gonna spend hours and hours of grinding. That's not my vibe. But I should at least try to get somewhere on the leaderboard.
It'd be cool to see where you end up, or like how fast people are and stuff.
It is. I mean, I always go out and I always run the multi-GP global qualifier. And I never intend on going to nationals, not because I have anything against it, but just because I know that I'm not going to win. And I'd just rather that seat go to somebody else who's going to appreciate it more. But I always race the GQ just to find out like where I qualify and how bad I am in the world, or how good. And so even if you didn't intend to do this, you could just go in there and try and get on the leaderboard and see where you're at. It's really nice to know where you stand.
Also, I'll just say leaderboard smashing is a little different than other stuff because once you get fast, you're kind of looking for the miracle laps, is what I call them, where oh, I happened to clip that corner perfectly and I happened to hit this turn and then I made all 3 laps and I got a time. When you're smashing for a month, there's a lot of that, like bleeding edge. How fast can I go? Let me slide a 3 lap in here. So.
No, miracle lap is right. I mean, I've been there. Yeah. Not in the simulator or way back when I used to play Gran Turismo, and you're trying to get that platinum medal, and you have 1 lap that's 3 seconds faster than all your previous laps, but then you just crash out and you're like, fuck, I almost had it. Yeah. And then one of these times you put it all together and you get the golden lap. So,
I'd encourage anybody who even if you're not into it, if you've got Velocidrone and you're interested in hopping in, it's Velocidrone, the Whoop pack, and I think you need the Freestyle pack for one of the tracks.
Well, and there's like $6,000 in prizes. So, I mean, if you did decide to go for it, there's a lot of money on the line. Yeah,
current price pool is $6,700, $6,737, and expected to be over $7,000. It was $6,600 yesterday, so expected to be over $7,000.
Does it cost anything to enter?
Yeah, so if you place in the top 70, once you get to the end, then you'll pay in $20. So you're a $20 entry.
So if you own Velocidrone with the Whoop pack, it costs you nothing to do the leaderboard smash, and that's open until when? When does that
December 31st. The end of the night, December 31st. So,
okay, so you got another 2 weeks to smash that leaderboard.
Yeah, so it was smaller last year. We had less pilots. We did 42 pilots, and we did, I think, 8 or 9 teams, something like that. On second, each of us got paid out $160 a piece. So it's not bad. It is a lot of racing, but you'll get a little bit in PayPal at the end if you make it. So
EDOC in the Discord points out that a lot of the people who are on the leaderboard right now can't actually participate. They've just, I don't know why. True. Why can't they participate?
Either they just wanted to race the time to see where they land, like maybe you will do, or they just, when the time comes, they won't be able to pay, or they don't want to pay, or they won't be able to do the time. So some of them are German and it's 1 a.m. for them or whatever. So when the races will happen.
Oh, I see. Right. I hate to think that somebody got a good time, but they couldn't race for lack of $20 to enter the race. That would be sad.
Well, I hope that's not the case, but I know last year we had quite a few people. I don't know how many exactly, but we had a couple people who weren't able to make that in the top 70. We pushed into the in the bracket. So
that's a shame. Let me figure that out. Alrighty. Well, that's the We Bleed Whoop series. I think that's it for racing.